July 28th, 2003. The dawn of a new era, the culmination of all that came before. Welcome to 8th edition, and welcome to modern progression. Our filthy casuals have survived planar calamities, political machinations of powerful foes, and plane-wide wars of legend. Now at the advent of modern as a Magic the Gathering format, we will see if they will be able to adapt to the changing environments which await them. Will our filthy casuals be able to recapture the magic, or will they dwindle into the obscurity?
Whoa, wait a sec. If you're looking for a series following professional players, analyzing Magic's vast catalog, and exploring its deep strategic gameplay, this isn't it. But after stumbling through a legacy of history, we're now taking our brand of chaos to new planes as we continue our journey. Join us as we open packs from each set, moving in chronological order, expanding our ever-growing collection, and of course, trying to one-up each other each episode. We're not modern masters making top 8 at your local game store. We're just some filthy casuals, and this is our Modern Progression series. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. My name's Kurin.
My name's Colin.
And we are here with Modern Progression Episode 1, and we are Filthy Casuals, where we always make our promises when we say we're going to get to Modern.
Even though it took us a few extra months. That's
true. 2.5 years, 45 episodes, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
We did it.
But guess what, Kieran?
What?
Today is the dawn of a new age.
Oh?
None of that matters. It's modern time now.
It's modern time. Colin has become the victor of legacy format, winning.
Okay, maybe that matters.
Winning 3 out of 5 of the seasons. If you haven't watched, we have a legacy progression series that we just wrapped up. Go check it out. I'll put some links around. But we're not talking about that. We could honestly probably spend a whole episode just talking about how that went.
Yeah.
For those who are just joining us, thank you for taking the time to watch. This is Modern Progression, a series in which Colin and I open packs set to set throughout Magic's history, starting now with 8th edition, moving on to the Maraudon block and onwards into the future. We will be opening packs, making decks, and having spirited, good old romps.
Good old romps, bouts,
little
duels, one might
duels.
say.
That's right. We're both very excited to be playing in Modern. So, Colin, today we don't have a set review. Normally we would review the set, but we are doing a core set. So we just like to open it up and see the cards that are being reprinted.
We've seen all these before. It's whatever.
It's true. It is true. Yeah. It isn't. No, it is not whatever. This is Modern, baby. We're here. We're real. We're ready to fucking get down to it. But if you like this video by the end of it, it would mean the world to us if you gave it a like, left a comment down below. We try to reply to as many as we can. And if you're feeling especially spicy, we have a Patreon link down in the comment description section. You can join our Discord for as little as $2 a month and come hang out with us, help build decks. We actually forgot to push out the notice that we were building decks today and making an episode, but that's okay because it's the first episode. Higher tier patrons are able to join us live to build decks before we film the episode and have fun with that, and you get other exclusive stuff too. So if you want the full Filthy Casuals experience, and if you want to see our videos all the time, there are buttons on the screen that will allow you to stay linked up with the video releases. I'm not going to say more than that.
I appreciate your commitment.
I made a promise long ago.
The vagueness. I'm holding you accountable, and I appreciate your efforts.
That's right. But Colin, this is Modern Progression. This isn't your granddad's progression. All right.
This is your dad's progression.
Yeah, this is your dad's. Modern Progression. Let's just quickly talk about what we will be doing, because I think it's good for new audience members to learn, and also for old audience members to learn what's been updated.
Oh, why do you say that, Kieran?
Oh, let me tell you. So each episode we will be reviewing the set as we normally do. We'll be opening packs from the set as we normally do. Today we're opening 8th edition packs. We'll get to that in a moment. But the difference will be that, Colin, we actually are going to be shifting our progression meta a little bit. Normally in the past, past, we had this thing called Wooberg's Wheel, where we would spin it and it would tell us what color we had to play each episode. For modern progression, we're actually going to shift it into a deck box style. Okay, now that sounds a little strange, you might be thinking to yourself.
Because deck boxes were probably around before modern. But
it is true. But each of us is going to have 3 deck boxes to start with, and I'm sure they will be visualized in some way in this episode that we'll figure out in the editing process. Each of us will have 3 deck boxes. When we build a deck, it has to go into one of the deck boxes, and it's sort of locked. The colors are locked and the archetype is locked. So if Colin builds a red goblin deck, that has to be in the deck box. It's a red goblin deck.
Who, me?
Once we get to 3 deck boxes filled, we're gonna have to play those decks in the future. We can't switch the decks out. We can't take the decks out of the deck box. They're locked into the deck box. They have an identity. There will be ways to get more deck boxes, and there will be ways to clear our deck boxes. And we might have to play around with the balance of that as we go through the first season here. But it should create a more interesting meta for us to develop, where we might know kind of what to expect when we go up against each other each episode. Sans the new additions we'll get from the new sets that we're opening, plus any other shenanigans that might occur. So I think it'll create an interesting, more focused meta for us to play in. I'm excited to try it out. But if you guys have any thoughts or comments on this whole new experiment, let us down. Let us down. Let us down. Let us down easy. Let us down easy in the comment section below.
Give us your suggestions. We can't promise we're going to implement everything, although that'd be maybe a fun other series to do sometime.
And if anything comes up, we will explain things as we go. We're filthy casuals. You think we're running by the seat of our pants as well?
Yeah.
Running by the seat of our pants?
Hey, don't question it.
Okay. The other change is going to come in the form of the wheel. So we have our Wheel of Fortune. That's sticking around. At the start of every episode, the loser from the previous episode will be able to spin the Wheel of Fortune, giving them a little bonus benefit. It's going to change their card pool and their collection a little bit. We won't be spinning that wheel until the next episode when one of us loses. So don't worry, Colin will explain everything next episode.
Wow. Rude.
But that's not all.
That's not all.
Let me tell you, we're going to give the victors a little bit of a treat this upcoming season as well with a victor's wheel. We're going to be having a victory wheel for the victors of each episode to spin, and that's going to more focus a little bit more around kind of the episode to episode playing, the meta and the deck box system. So you'll see all of that next episode when I eventually am able to spin the wheel after winning.
Wow.
Hey Matt, you beat me last series.
It was down to the wire.
But I still need to recover. I still need to bring it back. By my lady's grace, my lovely.
Many things are not returning to this season. No. Not only Werberg's Wheel, but also Sarah Angel.
Yes, we have a ban list. So for those joining us for the first time, we also have a ban list. The ban list is in a link in the description. We'll have a full list of bands. Actually, I'll put it on screen. I'll put all the bands on screen. There you go. And you can see all the bands. And those are from the prior series, which is going to carry on through Legacy progression into Modern progression. And yes, Sarah Angel has been banned. Thank you for reminding me, Colin. It's fine. I can pivot. I can pivot.
I feel like you're unlocked now. Unchained, Kurin. It's gonna be scary.
Listen, I'm not playing out. This isn't a green screen, and I'm not playing out of a dungeon. I'm just going to say those 2 facts about myself.
Okay. Can you interact with your background at all?
Look, it's so realistic.
Wow.
We don't want to make you wait any longer. Colin and I are going to be opening up a box of 8th edition, splitting it down the middle, 18 packs for Colin, 18 packs for myself. We're going to see what we can open. I have no idea what's in 8th edition or what they reprinted, so I'm excited to see.
It's true.
Colin, I'm very excited to see what you've put into your first deck box.
It's a new way of thinking. A new way of thinking about the game.
It's true. And I'm curious to see if it'll be influenced by today's set or if it'll be an old classic from a previous season. All right. Best of luck.
Best of luck to you too, sir. All right, I guess we're just hopping right into it. We're going to be opening our 18 packs of 8th edition. Again, we've seen all these cards in our previous series, our Legacy edition, if you guys haven't checked that out already. This is the first 5 seasons of what we're doing here, but let's just hop right into it and see what we get. So first rare 8th edition planner portal. Doesn't seem too great. It's a 6 mana and a 6 artifact where you can pay 6, tap it, search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, and then shuffle your library. It's a very expensive tutor, recurring tutor, sure, but hefty cost. It is kind of cool to see some of these older cards. Also the art too, that Crawlworm art, pretty sweet. Evolution of Crawlworm is something I'm quite invested in over this series. I know it gets reprinted a lot.
All right, everyone. Man, I am excited for Modern. 8th edition core set is a bit of a blast from the past. I wish we could just drop right into the Maraudon set, but unfortunately we got to get through our core set first. Gotta get through our vegetables before we can get to our dessert. And today, you never know, maybe we'll be surprised here. We got 357 cards in the set. It's quite a lot, so we're probably not going to get multiple copies of the things we want. And I have no idea what's in this, but it is framed by a nice Wrath of God piece of artwork here. So, I mean, without further ado, let's generate 18 packs and see what we can get. All right, pack number 1. Let's see what we got. Of course, we start with a terrible artifact. It wouldn't be a pack opening unless we started with a terrible rare. JM Die Tomb, 4 mana artifact, pay 4 to draw a card. We have played cards like this in the past, but honestly, I don't think we're gonna be doing it much moving into the modern era, as it were. Actually, kind of all these cards are kind of crappy, to be honest. Crawlworm's fun, and the white border, I forgot this was a white border set, so nothing exciting in the first pack. Hopefully we can pull something out in the next.
Scaife Zombies, wow, it's a huge throwback to one of our first episodes. I believe Kurin was playing them in like alpha and beta or something, but very huge throwback. Not a great card, but big throwback. Ooh, you have my Enchantress, not terrible. Can't quite remember if it's banned now that I think about it, but good in enchantment decks. Can't hate that +1/+1 for each enchantment.
All right, moving into our next pack here, we get Warped Devotion. 3 mana. When a permanent is returned to a player's hand, they discard a card from their hand. I actually think we might have this card. It seems very familiar. We did play, I think, a blue and black bounce deck at one point that had cards like this. That could be a fun archetype to build around. Spirit Link is also actually a very nice card. It's a 1 mana enchant creature that gives them lifelink. I think we have a couple copies of this, and I'm not unhappy to see another one. Ambition's cost isn't bad either. Draw 3 cards, lose 3 lives. This is actually, sadly, probably one of our better packs. I do like my Enchantress style deck, so we might have to look into that.
Oh, interesting. We got a Howling Mine. I've seen that card played in Commander a few times. I don't think it's seen much play in our progression series, though. But it's 2 mana at the beginning of each player's draw step. If Howling Mine is untapped, that player draws a card. Speeds the game up quite a bit. If you can find a way to get cheeky with the taps, maybe you could even get some card advantage off it.
All right, next pack here, Evacuation, returns all creatures to their owner's hand. I mean, it's a board wipe of sorts. This will actually be really gnarly, actually, though, with that returning. That is interesting. Hang on, if we go back up here, Warp Devotion. Whenever permanents return to a player's hand, they discard a card. So this basically wipes the cards from their hand, but it also does it to you. Yeah, see, this is where we struggle with this deck box system, because like I would love to try a deck like this, but do I want to commit a deck box to a bounce deck like this? Because in this sort of deck, I think, oh, I just noticed Swarm of Rats. That's actually pretty cool too. I would like to make a deck like that, but we'd probably have to pare down the number of creatures because we don't want to lose our creatures. So then you have to wonder, like, how are we winning the game at that point in a discard style deck? I don't know if we have enough payoffs that can do damage based on discarding, but we can look into it. I don't think we're ever going to be playing Swarm of Rats, but it's cool to see a copy of it.
Okay, we're getting some traction here. We got a Relentless Assault in this pack. 4 mana, sorcery, untap all creatures that attacked this turn. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase, followed by an additional main phase. Also, we have a Necrotal. They're not too bad, so this pack's looking pretty good.
All right, we're getting about halfway here. Can we get something good? Vexing Arcanix. I don't think I've ever seen this card in my life. Megrim, though. When an opponent discards a card, it does 2 damage. Honestly, if we have more copies of Megrim, we could make a discard deck. We could play the rack. It's an option. It's an option. Next pack. Might of Oaks, Rewind, Necrotal. Okay, this is one of our better packs for sure. Necrotal, great card. Enters the battlefield, destroys something. Rewind, also very strong. It's a good counter spell, can untap your lands. And Might of Oaks is a nice little buff spell, honestly, in this format. We're playing a little bit slower. And +7/+7 at instant speed, honestly, can end a game pretty quick.
Wow, we got a second merchant scroll. What do you know? That's freaking sweet. Okay, I'm starting to feel pretty good about what is going on here. Oof, this does hurt a bit. In the same pack, we do see our beloved and our banned Hill Giant. Truly tragic in the first season of Filthy Casuals, this card was banned. Our heroes, our saviors were banned. We won almost every game we put them in the deck for.
All right, going into our next pack, Intruder Alarm. Okay, we got a combat, we got combo piece. We also have Foratog here. Intruder Alarm is a very strong card in the right builds. I don't know if we have any copies of it, but creatures don't untap, and whenever a creature enters play, untap all creatures. So if it makes a lot of engines where you can kind of untap and infinitely do stuff. Foratog is also very funny. Not a great pack otherwise, but Intruder Alarm, we won't say no to some stack staples. I don't actually know, is that stacks? I think it's stacks. It's a stack piece. I don't know. We're Filthy Casuals.
Oh, we got another trade routes. Interesting. This is the second one we've gotten in the pack opening so far. So trade routes is a 2-mana enchantment. You can pay 1, return target land you control to its owner's hand. You can pay 1 to discard a land from your hand and draw a card. Some interesting implications. I don't know how good it is right now, but it seems like a fun card to build a commander deck around or something. Maybe it's good in the future. We'll let it percolate.
All right, next pack here. Yes, Verdant Enchantress. Let's fucking go. Wait. Was Verdant Enchantress the one that was banned? I need to check this. Give me 1 sec. Okay, I just checked and our Gothian Enchantress is banned, not Verduran Enchantress. Okay, enchantments might be back on the table. I do really like enchantment decks. Oh, but now I'm struggling between that and the discard deck. Honestly, I shouldn't put too much thought into it right now. The other thing that we need to keep in mind is Maraudon is going to change a lot, and there's going to be a lot of artifacts that we're going to probably want to build around. So I'm not going to try to overthink it. Verdant Enchantress, though, we'll take it. Maybe we can open another one.
Ooh, Coastal Piracy is an interesting card. 4-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. So kind of once you start getting damage, things kind of start to get more out of control. Start to ramp up quite quickly. Lots of potential. Interesting. Swarm of Rats. Also rat archetype. Power and toughness are equal to the number of rats you control. Or just its power, sorry. So it can become quite large. Interesting card. Maybe some rat tribal going on here.
All right, next pack. Elvish Champion. 3-mana, 2/2, Elf Lord, giving them +1/+1 Forest Walk. Merchant Scroll, also very strong. Great pack. Okay, we're starting to see the strengths of 8th edition. Sage Owl isn't too bad either as just like a little dinky guy. Can kind of reorganize the top of your deck. But an Elf Champion is very cool. Angel of Mercy is kind of meh, but Merchant Scroll is good. I think we might actually have a couple copies of this. So I don't know. I don't think we've ever really found a use case for it, but it is nice to have.
All right, so we've opened our packs. I think overall pretty good. We got, where are those? The scrolls. We got 2 of those scrolls, the merchant scrolls. So those are some pretty big pulls. Gives me some ideas to play around. Also some 2 trade routes, which are interesting cards. Other ones that I didn't really mention out the gate that are catching my eye are Mind Sludges. They don't seem great. It's freaking 5 mana, but target player discards from his or her hand a card for each swamp you control can be quite devastating. Because I mean, at that point, it's like looking 3+ cards, which honestly might even be their hand by turn 5, depending on how they're playing. So it could really stymie an offense and like give you control to some degree. Big potential there. We'll see. Maybe we can bring back one of the famous decks from old where it was, I think, oh my gosh, it's playing that artifact where you could only have 4 cards in your hand. It was the only 4 deck, so they would take damage if they had more or less. So maybe we could revisit that. I don't really know. I have to be a little more serious now too, because the whole deck box strategy we're doing this season, I gotta make this one count if I can only make 3 decks. So I don't know, we'll do some delving, we'll see what we can see. All right, I'll see you guys on the other side of our first deck of our new Modern progression.
Let's see what we get in our last pack. Another Megrim would be awesome. Another Verdant Enchantress. Anything. Savannah Lions. Okay. It's a 1-mana 2/1. I guess it's okay. Ambitious Cost is fine. Lure is kind of cute. Yeah, not much in this last pack. But you know what? Honestly, I can't complain. Phyrexian Colossus is rad. Couple copies of Megrim. An Elvish Champion. Honestly, this started off really rough, and it kind of turned into something that I'm excited to build around. Even the Fallen Angel and that sort of thing. So, don't know what we're going to be putting into our first deck box, but I'm going to go start brewing, and hopefully I come up with something good. Wish me luck.
All right. Despite popular demand, we have not run back the Goblin deck for our first deck box deck this season. I got a little inspired by a card that's not even in the deck anymore, but I was wanting to run back a discard strategy. So instead of going some crazy black vice stuff, I'm going to try to pull back and learn some lessons from last season where we are a little more direct and a little more focused. Now, please give me your thoughts on this. Obviously, we want to workshop this archetype. We're somewhat committing to it. We're playing black and blue, two colors that I did not play a lot of last season. Essentially, we have a lot of things looking to discard, and our payoffs for discard are going to be some Megrims. 3-mana enchantments that whenever an opponent discards a card from his or her hand, Megrim deals 2 damage to that player. So we have lots of payoffs through this. Starting with the good old classic Mind Twist for a big end game bomber. We have a bunch of duresses to maybe start slowing Kurin down early on and figure out what he's up to. We've got Abyssal Specters, which will cause discards. We've got some Griel Mindrakers. We picked up a playset of those in the last season. We've also got some Ravenous Rats. So we're going to be trying to pick away as much as we can at Kurin to the point where he will lose the game due to discard. On the flip side of that, we have lots and lots of card draw. So we have got lots of brainstorms. We've got accumulated knowledges. Brainstorms, of course, are the 1-mana draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. Good for early game. Accumulated knowledge will start to pile up. So hopefully as the game goes on, we can see more payoff from that. And we also have some fluxes. Now, fluxes are interesting because they're 3-mana sorcery. Each player chooses and discards any number of cards, then draws that many cards. And then I draw a card on top of that. Now, you might ask, well, this also draws Kurin cards, but on his discards, he will hopefully be starting to compile, like increasingly lose life with Megrim. The other flip side of that is we have some mana wars and unsummons for some control. The reason why we didn't go for kill spells or counter spells right out the gate is because I wanted to try this card we've been sitting on for a long time called Warped Devotion. So it's a 3-mana enchantment that whenever a permanent is returned to a player's hand, that player discards a card from his or her hand. So it's trying to synergize furthermore with the Megrims and discard strategy by weaponizing our removal as well. Overall, the deck is pretty low costing, so hopefully we can catch Kurin off guard with our speed again. There's no Soul Ring, so we have to be a bit more responsible now for lands and also our tempo ramping. So we'll see how it goes. We got some surprises in the sideboard, but maybe we'll get to them when we get there. Wish me luck, and hopefully this archetype was worth putting in the deck boxes, because I'm not too sure how it's going to go through this season. We're learning just as much as you are at this point.
All right, everybody, we are here for the first episode of Modern Progression, and we're bringing back a Legacy Progression classic, a deck we saw on the tie-breaking episode of Season 5 with a little bit of an update. So my name for this deck at the moment is Enchantress's Domain, for lack of a better name, because we got our third Verduran Enchantress, a card that will allow us to draw cards whenever we cast enchantment spells. I wish we had our Argothian Enchantresses, because then we'd be able to double up on the effect, but still having 3 copies is very strong. The general idea, the general gist of this deck, this first modern deck in its infancy, is simple. We're casting a bunch of enchantments, we're bringing the enchantments back, and we're getting our creatures stronger because of our enchantments. Has a sort of Boggle sub-theme in a sense, kind of like baby Boggles, infant Boggles, Boggles before Boggles, if you will. For those that don't know, Boggles is a deck in Modern where you put a bunch of enchantments on a card called Slippery Boggle, or cards like Slippery Boggle, which are usually 1-mana 1/1s with hexproof. So basically you load them up with enchantments and your opponent can't do anything against them. We're kind of doing that. We don't really have Boggles right now, but we do have River Boas and cards like that, Ranger on Vok. I did have a couple other cards with Regenerate, but for now we're just going to be playing these 4 cards: Spiritmonger, River Boa, and Ranger on Vok. Basically cards with cheap regeneration costs that'll allow us to keep our creature up even though it has a bunch of auras attached to it. We have cards to bring back enchantments and auras, Auramancer and Monk Idealist. We have Mother of Runes to help protect our cards as well with all the enchantments. The big thing with enchantments that I'm sure you know is that if the enchanted creature dies, you lose a lot of value. So we're trying to keep them alive as much as we can. Nomad Mythmaker can actually just put enchantments back from the graveyard back on the battlefield. Like I said, Spiritmonger, Riverboa, Ranger, and Vec, they're just kind of solid regenerate creatures. Our Verduran Enchantresses are kind of the keystone of the deck. And then we have a small morph package with a Crozen Cloud Scraper, a 13/13 that has a big upkeep, and our Exalted Angels that have a pseudo version of Lifelink. Now, the thing with these guys that makes them really strong, unfortunately less strong because our Parallax Waves got banned, but with cards like Angelic Renewal, we can basically allow us to morph these cards, get them killed, revealed, and then they come back flipped. So you don't actually have to pay that morph cost. So we're going to hopefully be able to do that, or be able to necromancy them straight out of the graveyard once they're dead, because we are adding black to our Enchantress package. The reason for that was actually kind of a silly one. I wanted to play Pernicious Deeds, but then I realized Pernicious Deed isn't even good in the main board, and so, I don't know. We ended up going with 3 colors anyways. Probably best because it'll give us a little more flexibility moving forward with it being stuck in our deck box. At least we'll have 3 colors to work with. And it gives us access to black cards like Necromancy, Recurring Nightmare, which is actually very strong as well, and even some terrors and removal spells like that. So for our enchantments, Ancestral Mask can really buff a creature, so it can kill Colin quickly. Armadillo Cloak's another way to gain life and also buff your creatures. Opal Titan, a great card. It turns into a giant that has protection from the colors that they cast. Rancor is just a solid +2 give trample card. We have 4 Spirit Links now thanks to 8th edition, so that's going to allow us to gain a ton of life, and these stack with one another, so we can put these on our Exalted Angel and just gain a ton of life with multiple Spirit Links. Sterling Grove, I wish I had more copies of this, but it does give our enchantments Shroud, makes it harder for Colin to deal with them. And Enlightened Tutor to tutor out any enchantment that we want. And then for our sorceries, we've got 3 Rafello's Gifts, which allow us to reveal green cards in our hand, and then bring enchantments back from the graveyard to your hand. You have to have cards in your hand to use this, so maybe we'll end up taking it out, we'll see. But then we also brought the Balance, which hasn't been banned yet, and works really great because it doesn't hit enchantments. And so if we have one creature with a bunch of enchantments, Balance could really wreak havoc on Colin's board. For our sideboard, we brought 3 Tormod's Crypt if he's doing anything graveyardy, Windborne Muse to stop any sort of go wide or combat strategies, Aura of Silence against artifacts and enchantments, Engineered Plague in case he's playing a Goblin deck or something similar like that. Pernicious Deed can just kind of be a catch-all if he's playing a really low to the ground deck, but this also hits us a bit too, so we want to be careful. Squirrel Nest is good just to bring about a bunch of creatures for blockers if we need them, and Worship again if he's playing kind of a more aggro focused strategy. I also got 1 copy of Terror in here if we want to bring in a 3rd one, especially if he's not playing black. So Enchantress's Domain, let's see if we can capture the enchantment that is episode 1 of Modern Progression. Team Lang, wish me luck. I can hear you. I just won't be able to see you. That's okay.
Okay. I can make faces at you.
Yes, you can make faces at me without me knowing. But, Colin, episode 1, Modern Progression. We're going to be seeing some infant modern decks.
Yeah.
Baby modern.
Baby modern. Without any new cards in the card pool.
Without any new cards in the card pool, but hopefully some spicy stuff from 8th edition. How were your 8th edition pulls?
I actually got a couple pretty sweet pulls. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think overall it's a hard one to get like an overall good thing from because there's so many cards and we already have so many of them. But I got a few bangers. Yeah. I
found that I opened the first like half of my packs and I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be a terrible opening. And then I hit a few packs where I was like, oh wow, I actually was able to get a nice few copies of some cards that I already had, but then I was happy to. It gave me the brain juice to build the decks and have some cool ideas. So
sounds like we had pretty similar experiences then.
Yeah. I was worried it was going to be a stinker, and it turned around. Around. They had us in the first half. Not gonna lie. All right, man. I guess. So here is another big change. We are doing away with mulligan points. As much as we liked them in theory, and they work well for the series, we had to track them and edit it in, and it's kind of an extra annoyance. So we are actually going to be swapping to a new mulligan format. I don't know the name of it. I don't know if it has a name, but it was popularized
by
Filthy
Casual.
Filthy Casual mulligan. It's the Filthy mulligan. We're gonna. We totally made it up. It was all our idea. You hopefully can see the tweet in front of you here. Somebody went out of their way to kind of find the ideal mulligan system for trying to get balanced hands. Obviously, it favors a bit, combo players and that sort of thing. But we're Filthy Casuals. It should be fine. So the way the mulligan works is we actually draw 12 cards. Not
12.
7.
Yeah. New hand size 12?
New hand size is 12. No, we draw 12, and we have to shuffle 5 cards back into the deck. You draw 12, You pitch back 5, and that's it. You don't get a mulligan after that. But hopefully the 12 cards will give you enough gas to go off of.
Hopefully it'll get you there.
Yeah, we're gonna try it out for the first few episodes here. Let us know what you think in the comments. This is a casual series, and so even though we're trying to win and make cool decks and make strong decks, we are trying to play for fun. So hopefully this will allow us to not brick ourselves, and also don't have to have some sort of additional currency of mulligan points. So, all right, Colin. With that, you ready to roll?
Yeah, I'm ready to roll.
All right, I got a 7.
Oh, what does it mean?
You got a 7. All right, let's try again. I got 19. Can you beat
15.
that?
No, I can't.
15. All right. I will be going first, Colin.
All right.
Modern Progression, Season 1. Are you ready?
I am ready. I am slightly terrified, but I am ready. Drawing 12.
Okay. Drawing 12. All right. Let's sculpt the perfect hand here.
Hey, now.
Okay,
I thought that wasn't the point.
The question is, do we want to only keep 3 lands or 4 lands?
It's a philosophical
That's a
question you gotta ask
philosophical-
yourself, you know?
What a philosophical question.
Yeah.
All right, Colin, I've chosen my cards, and I'm getting rid of these 5.
All
Have you
right.
chosen yours?
I have. I'm gonna be getting rid of these 5.
Okay. All right. Moving to the top of library and shuffling it up. All right. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like this will get us more fun and interesting games.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it should be a good balancing system, I think. I don't know.
I hope so. I hope so. All right. Well, I'm going first here. So untap, upkeep, main 1. I'm going to kick us off with a card you are familiar with. I'm going to play a Plains.
Okay.
Because
I was
really, you know, you can take the Sarah out of the game, but you can't take Sarah out of the heart. Oh, wait. Oh. For some reason, I just felt a sharp shooting pain through my chest when I said that.
Yeah, are you okay?
No.
Do you want to take a break?
Never mind. You know what?
Okay.
White isn't just for Sarah. White's for everybody. I'm going to play a Plains, and I'm going to play Mother. I'm going to play my mother. Maybe she'll
dear.
comfort me.
Oh,
Here we
no.
go. Yeah. The card you didn't ban.
Oh, good. I knew I was going to regret that.
I'm going to play Mother of Runes, and I'm going to pass to you.
All right. I will go to upkeep and then draw main 1. I'll play a swamp.
Okay.
And then I will pay 1 mana to play Duress, targeting you.
Oh, boo. Okay. All right. I will show you my hand. This is going to spoil everything, Colin. Why take away the drama? I've also started the clock. I completely forgot. All right. I'm going to reveal my hand to you. Here you go.
Give me your juicy secrets. Oh, no. Necromancy, Rancor. Yeah.
Non-creature, non-land.
true.
Eh?
It's between Necromancy and Rancor. I actually might get rid of the Rancor.
You're going to get rid of the Rancor? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No. Pass turn over to you, sir.
I'm not gonna lie, Colin. I was very close to making a discard deck.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Did you get? Okay, I'll ask at the end. But I got
Yeah.
a couple copies of a card called Megrim, which was very good. Discard spell, and a couple other things. Anyways, I will digress. Untap,
Okay.
upkeep, draw, main 1. Okay, well, this is a lot less useful. Guess I'll throw down a forest, and then I'll go to combat. I'm not actually going to attack with Mom. I'm just going to pass.
Well, you're not going to attack with Mom. That's free damage.
No.
Tap.
I know, but I'd rather keep her alive.
I mean, I was all tapped out. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was going to make a blue and black discard deck.
It's so good.
Oh my god, I was so close, and then I was like, I don't think I have it. I don't have enough yet. That's so funny. Can you imagine if we had come into the first episode of the Modern Progression series with the same colored discard deck?
It would have been pretty funny. Okay, I'm going to tap 2 and play some Ravenous Rats.
Oh my god.
So you will be
Alright.
discarding another card, sir.
You know, I think this terror probably isn't gonna do me very good in this
shucks.
matchup, so I'm gonna get rid of that.
Fair, pass turn. You
Okay.
you main decked terrors. You were so confident I was going Goblin's Head.
I know, I only threw 2 terrors in, and I ended up drawing into it.
Got you.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. The other thing that's really funny about this is that I know you're playing the rack. There's 0 chance you're not playing the rack. And I feel like that's like a part of your Team Croft history that has kind of been buried, you know?
Yeah, hidden.
You have
in
a
the
relationship
corners.
with the
Yeah.
rack. You're a rack boy.
I'm a rack boy.
Okay, I'm gonna play a card that I forgot I had, Savannah.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. And then we're gonna throw down the girl herself, Verduran Enchantress. What a lovely lady. And then I'm going to pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw, going to main 1.
I can't help but notice you have 4 more cards in your hand than me.
You know, this card is kind of nasty. I am going to play another Swamp and play another Ravenous Rats.
Oh god, alright. Guess I'm discarding Necromancy.
Nice. And then I will go to combat and actually swing with 1.
Interesting. I will block.
Okay. I think I would rather save it. Okay. I will go and
What was
pass the
that
turn.
all about? What was that flex?
Nothing.
Alright.
Seeing if I could get you scared, you know?
Upkeep, draw, main 1. That's not a bad draw. Okay, I'm gonna play a Lawanor Wastes.
Okay.
Then I'll go 1, 2, yeah. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna cast Auramancer. When it enters the battlefield, I get to return an enchantment from my graveyard to my hand.
Oh.
And I'm gonna return a Rancor.
Rancor. That's annoying.
And then we will pay 1 mana, and I will cast Rancor.
In response, I will unsummon your Verdurian Enchantress.
Okay. I mean, I still get the draw. Keep that in mind. It's when I cast.
Oh, it's when you cast. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that then. I thought I could do that at the draw.
You don't have to then.
Okay, I'm not going to do it. Boop, 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 boop. Well, now you know I have an unsummon, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, that is information that is valuable. But I will be drawing then. So I'll draw a card. And then I will be attaching Rancor to... I'll attach it to Auramancer.
Okay, it's a 4-2, hey?
It's a 4 to a trample.
So annoying.
And I'll pass to you.
All right, on your end step, I will brainstorm. This is why
that's a good one.
So I'll go 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's good.
Okay, so I had to slightly minimize the Firefox window with the clock to get it to run at the same time as everything else.
Okay.
So if I have Cockatrice open, I click over here. Okay, it should be okay. All right, the Colin, the clock is been updated again.
Okay.
Have you decided on your brainstorm?
Yes, I have. I am going to, for those of you at home, I'm going to be putting this on there, and then this on there, and then keeping that in my hand.
I'm hoping both of those theirs were your deck.
Yes.
Okay.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Wow, who'd have guessed? I'll play an island.
Okay.
There's some shenanigans I can get up to now. I swear to God, I thought I banned this Enchantress card, but I'm guessing it's just another one that has a similar effect.
There was Argothian Enchantress was the one you banned. And oh my god, if I had 2 more Argothian Enchantresses in this deck.
Yeah.
I very much wish.
It's kind of annoying because you still have the Mother of Ruins up.
The only thing keeping me in this game right now.
I know. So you could go fucking nutty. I think I have to play to maximize my turn, actually. Okay, so I'm going to pay 3 mana to play this card that I've played against you before, believe it or not, Kurin. I don't know if I actually got it to the field.
Oh, wait. Is it... Can I guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
Is it Chronotug? I don't know why, but... Okay.
I wish. Oh my god. It's a Warped Devotion.
Okay, yeah. No, we played... Remember when we...
Yeah.
The funniest thing about this is that, if you recall, the last time you played this deck with this card, I played the same deck with that card, remember?
Yeah, we were Warped Devotion.
We almost repeated that today.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's awesome.
And then I will pass turn to you.
Right, so whenever permanents return to a player's hand, they have to discard a card.
Yeah.
Don't like that. Okay. Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. Interesting, not bad. Main 1. Ooh, boy. I feel like I should get this out for all I can. I need more protection on my creatures.
More protection.
Let's just go straight to combat and swing for 4.
So the sequencing here is I could block and then you could give it protection, basically.
I mean, if you block it, you're not killing it anyway, so I wouldn't have to. But
what do you mean?
In theory,
it's a
if you double block, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, if you double block, I could then give it protection,
yeah. Okay, I'll take 4.
Okay, alright, main 2. I just realized there is an argument to play this because then I do that.
Oh, maybe I should have blocked. Fuck, I'm dumb. No, I should have blocked. Ugh.
I got him. Alright, I'm gonna pay 1, 2, and I'm gonna cast one of my favorite enchantments in this deck, Angelic Renewal.
Oh boy.
So if any creatures are put into my graveyard from play, I can sacrifice it to bring it back.
It's good.
And I will draw a card from that because it's an enchantment. Okay. I will then play a green, and I'll cast another copy of Rancor.
Oh no.
I'll attach this one to my Enchantress.
Okay.
And also draw a card. All right, things are happening.
Yeah, you're getting a little comfy over there.
I'm getting a little comfy over here. I'm gonna pass to you.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. Going to main 1. I will play a Swamp. Then I think.
Don't think too hard, Colin. Your brain might melt.
Rude.
I mean, I would have said that to anybody.
Yeah. Still rude.
I know
If you
mine
said it
does.
to anybody,
Yeah,
it would have still been rude.
I guess.
You're no longer a Sarah person for sure.
I don't know what you're talking about. I love Sarah. Sarah loves me.
1, 2, 3. Man of War on the.
Oh, fuck off. All right. On. Oh, okay. I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah. You gonna do it?
I mean, I guess I kind of have to in a sense. I will pay 1, and I will give protection from blue to Verdant Enchantress.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So
And then I will-
go back to your hand, and then you have to discard because of Warp Devotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will discard River Boa.
Oh, okay. Up to the cheekiness again.
Trying my best.
Sweet. I will tap 2 and play another Ravenous Rats.
Oh god, okay. I unfortunately think I have to let... Do I let this go? Yeah, I'm gonna discard Exalted Angel.
Wow. Keeping
See,
the Mother
not
of
all-
Ruins, huh?
Keeping the Mother of Runes.
Yeah.
I think she's more valuable in the long run. See, I haven't abandoned angels. Look at her.
Yeah.
She's like Sarah Angel. She's actually better than Sarah Angel.
Yeah.
Kind of. Vigilance is nice.
Better than Sarah Angel? Wow.
Well, I don't know. I don't know the words coming out of my mouth anymore, Colin.
I'll pass the
All
turn to
right.
you.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Ugh, I don't want to see that. Well, mom's coming down.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll keep this for now. Well, here's an issue now. Double blocking is a lot easier for you. We'll just go to combat. I'll swing in with your Mancer.
The Oromancer, hey? I'll take 4.
Okay, I'll pass you.
Sweet. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I'll pay 1 and brainstorm now, I think.
Okay.
Draw cards. 3.
Desperate.
Desperado indeed, my friend. Okay, this is a pretty decent. So I'm gonna put this back on top and then this back on top. And fishing finally paid off, Kieran. I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna play the
Megrim.
payoff of this deck.
Yeah, there it is. Why is it 7th edition? I don't think you enabled 8th edition.
It's 8th. I don't think.
Oh, I have it enabled. Whoops. 7th edition for life.
7th edition for life. Let's go.
Alright. So whenever I discard a card, I take 2 damage.
Yeah.
How many Megrims did you open, Colin?
You're about to find out, son.
Okay. I opened 2.
You can swing for 7. This is gonna look super risky, but I think I'm gonna swing in with the team.
You're swinging in with the team.
Yeah.
Alright. I mean, I'll block a rat.
Okay.
And I'll take 4.
Yep. Excellent. Pass turn to you, sir.
Okay. Oh, gives me the Mother of Runes. Make sure you don't want to bounce it before you end your turn, Colin.
Oh, right, because she has summon sickness. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm
she
misplaying
has
so
summon
bad.
sickness.
Oh, you kill one of these rats too. Sorry.
I do, yeah.
Okay, on end step I will unsummon the Mother of Runes,
So
which
now
will
I
force you
discard
to discard a card
planes.
and take 2 damage.
Alright.
It's all on you, my friend.
Alright. Aren't I a generous person?
You are a generous person.
Keep
I don't understand how this game works still.
Me neither, man. I'll play Mother of Runes again. I mean, yeah, I'll go combat. I'll swing for 6.
Okay, take 6.
Put you on a clock.
Yeah, it's fair.
And pass you.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1.
This is tight. It's a tight game.
Not as tight as I would like. Mother of Runes is on. You only have the 1 card in hand, which is nice. Alright, I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna play Grill, the Mindraker.
God. Yeah, he's I mean, he's not great right now, but he's a 3/3.
It's true. He's a boy, and I'll pass the turn to you.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw.
You have me on the back foot, that's for sure. Maybe a little too aggressive with the attacking.
Maybe.
Mother of Runes being up 2 is pretty huge.
That actually is a big deal, but I need to be careful because it's either use her for offense and try to close the game, or use her for defense. Right?
I do know what I'm drawing next from Brainstorm, so.
I don't know what you're drawing though. You know, so go to combat straight in, and I'll go in with the Oromancer
It's for 4, right?
for 4. This is a big deal.
It is a big deal. Could technically kill it.
You could pretty easily.
Yeah.
Oh no, I guess not easily if I have the Mother of Runes, but it depends if I want to use her like that.
It depends if you want to kill one of the two, and that changes things. I think I'll take 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. All right.
You're cooking now, son.
Interesting. Wait, you won't be able to activate Grill next turn unless you draw more. I'm pretty safe keeping these in my hand. Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna pass.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Untap.
Last turn for
Okay,
you.
Draw. Main 1. Last turn for me.
Well,
Bold words.
In theory. Okay, pass to me.
I think you actually
untap.
have this one now that I think about it. I played a little too greedily.
That big attack was definitely ambitious. Okay, let's do this.
It's funny because I don't normally play this archetype, so I don't know how aggressive to be. I think actually being a bit more defensive is good.
I would tend to agree, especially when you have cards like the Rack and Megrim doing the heavier lifting. I'm going to throw down another Angelic Renewal, and that's going to let me draw a card.
This is a tough deck to match up because you have so much card draw as long as you get an Enchantress out or something.
It's true. Yeah.
Like,
she's the linchpin for sure.
Yeah.
What do you have in your hand is the question.
Could be big. You only have 2 mana. What's the worst you can do?
Yeah.
2 Angelic Renewals is fucking brutal, though.
It's pretty gnarly. The thing is, if I commit to this and try to win, and you have something that could... I'm in a still pretty good position at that point, though.
Yeah, I think you're chilling.
Yeah.
There is a world that becomes quite deadly for me.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to play to win. I'm going to tap Mother of Runes and give protection from black to Auramancer. Okay. And then I'm going to attack with Auramancer.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I'm like, maybe you have something.
I was wondering if you saw it or not, or if you're going to like slow play it again.
Right. Yeah. Damn, man. That was I mean, it felt close to me. Like, it felt like I felt on edge.
Yeah,
like, I don't know how you felt, but I felt on edge.
There was some misplays on my part. I don't know how well my sideboard is going to help out, but...
Well, and also if you got in the Rack, I think it would have been a much different game too.
Yeah.
But, all right. Game 2?
It's a good matchup, though. I feel like these decks are closer than the life totals perceive, at least.
Yeah. I agree. All right, I'll see you after the sideboard.
See you in the next one. All right, so that game was pretty close. I feel like we can make a few tweaks. Something that I did notice is despite having a lot of card draw, I did peter out at some point, and also paid very close attention to Kurin's hand size. It didn't really get that high. So I made a decision to swap out my Mind Twist, which probably seemed crazy to most people, but I figure if he only has 3 cards in his hand anyways, maybe it's worth throwing in a few Dark Rituals, in which case I can get Grill out faster, which could even be more punishing potentially, because then I could Dark Ritual Grill, Dark Ritual uses ability, and that's starting to get to Mind Twist territory already. I also can get some Abyssal Specters out quick. We didn't see any flying from Kurin so far besides that Exalted Angel. Love it. Love to see that. The other things we took out were the Fluxes, and I was thinking about it when I had the Megrim out, and I was like, even if I draw a Flux, Kurin likely won't even discard his hand, and because my hand side is also dwindling, diminishing returns. It's a little risky. We're taking out card draw and a bomb for ramp, but I think the ramp, if we can catch Kurin off guard, could be quite devastating, especially if he doesn't have answers for flying. Anyways, let's see how we do in game 2. Wish me luck. Hopefully I can make this a close one.
Okay, Enchantress's Domain takes game 1, but I don't think we're quite out of the woods yet. I think having our hand ripped apart like we were in game 1, I honestly think it could get worse. So we brought in 2 Aura of Silences. These are mostly to get around his Megrims and his other enchantments and his artifacts that he's going to be using to try to, get the engine going with his discard deck. Also, I can sacrifice it to then destroy one of his cards. So I think these are going to be really, really clutch if we can get them. I did bring in 1 Pernicious Deed. Maybe I should be bringing in 2, but I brought in 1 for now. I'm pretty sure the Rack is 1 mana. So unfortunately, that does hit a lot of our stuff. So I don't know if that's going to be good for us, but if we're able to take out a key piece of his, board, even if we did 2 or less, destroy all his rats, he loses his aggro presence, I think it's worth bringing in just in case. And a copy of Worship, because if we can stick a creature and he can't get rid of it, he's not going to be able to reduce us to the less than 1 life anyway. So I think that is going to be the game plan. I'm feeling comfortable, but definitely not out of it yet. So hopefully we can clutch game 2. All right, Colin,
some sideboarding did happen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I did too. I actually had a few cards that I was like, okay, this could actually be useful.
Interesting. Cool. You didn't keep your tears in there?
I definitely kept all the tears in there. Definitely.
Thank you. I appreciate
100%. Yeah.
It's the homie
Are you
move.
going first, Colin? Are you
Yes,
going first?
I'm going first.
All right. Draw your 12 cards.
Filthy.
Filthy. Okay.
Casual.
Oh,
Filthy. Casual.
Okay, damn. You're rambunctious today. I like
I
it.
am. I got a lot of energy. I don't know what's
You
going
got
on. I'm
a
sorry.
lot of caffeine. A lot of caffeine.
Yeah, I did just have a coffee.
All right, you're draining me, man. I'm over here. I only got water, and it's empty. All right, Colin. These are the 5 I am going to get rid of. It's controversial. But I think this is the right call.
I am also getting rid of these 5 as I hover over them.
Okay.
Also potentially controversial, but we're gonna try it. We'll see what happens. This is a learning experience. It's first game of the season. Allowed to experiment a little bit.
Yeah. First match. We gotta have a bit of leniency on ourselves here.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think this one was a debatable pick for those watching at home, but I think it could be worth it based on what we saw last game. All right, Colin, you're going first.
All right. Sounds good. I will just jump right into my main one and play an island and pass.
Okay, I will untap, upkeep, draw. Eey, that's not what I wanted to see. We'll throw down a Savannah and
Okay. Savannah. Do you just have the one?
just have the one. Yeah.
Damn. On your end step, I will brainstorm.
Yucky. When are the fact and fictions gonna hit? That's my question.
God, I wish. I guess no. We want that there. So we want... Okay, so I'm going to put this back, and then I'm going to put this back. And then we're going to go to my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. We will play a swamp, tap 2, and we're going to play a Ravenous Rats and get the show going.
I'm just gonna discard a forest.
Okay. Pass turn to you, sir.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Ugh. That's not what I wanted to see. I'm just gonna throw down a forest and pass to you.
Ooh, slow.
Yeah.
Tap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I will put down a swamp.
We don't have soul ring anymore.
I'm gonna play Ye Old Megrim.
Okay.
Go to combat and take my damage.
Alright, take one.
Pass turn to you.
And untap,
Rats, the ravenous rats.
Draw, rats, here are the rats. I'll play a swamp.
Swamp, what? What's going on there?
Oh, did I not?
I guess you had a terror. I just didn't connect the dots.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, I thought you knew. I gotta play 3.
I thought this was the mana rock thing you were talking about earlier. I was like, oh, he's probably just splashing terrors for some fucking crazy reason.
No, I'm on black. Tri-color, man. We're doing it.
Do it.
This is the risky play for the most value. This is the safer play.
Risk the bisque. You're up by 1, man.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll play Verdant Enchantress.
Okay.
Baited. Yeah. I'll pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1.
Why did I do that? I was so dumb. Why did you make me do that?
I'll play Fairy Conclave.
Alright.
I'll play 1, 2, 3 to play Mana War and bounce that Enchantress.
Fucking hell. Jesus, yeah.
I'll go to combat and swing for 1.
Yeah, take 1.
And pass turn to you, sir.
Alright,
yeah, you all got baited.
Draw. I'm gonna play a Plains. Reorganize my lands a bit, and then I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna cast Pernicious Deeds.
Ooh.
Or Pernicious Deed. So it's an enchantment. I can pay X and sacrifice it to destroy each artifact, creature, and enchantment with mana cost X or less.
Interesting.
And with that, I will pass.
Cool. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1, play an island. Man, be nice to draw some discard, eh?
Yeah, no discard deck.
I'll go to combat, I guess, and swing for 3.
We'll take 3.
Beating them down, boys. Yeah, in second main, I'll play an accumulated knowledge. Why not?
Ooh, he's on the knowledge train.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, that's fine. I'll pass turn there. It's as far as we get.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I'm gonna play Caracas.
Whoa.
Which is a card I could have gotten rid of in my opening hand to make a better hand. But then I remembered that you were playing the Mind Reeler. Greel guy. And
that's
I'm like, well,
so annoying.
I can just basically make you waste 5 mana.
Yeah, it's a goated card for against my deck right now.
I mean, it seems like an auto include if you're just playing white. Slots into our plane.
It's true. Yeah, very, very true.
I think with that, I'm just gonna pass.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll take a brainstorm then.
Sure, go for it.
Interesting. Well, we'll put him there, and we'll put that there, and then we'll keep that. Yeah, I guess my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Go to combat and take my damage, I guess.
I will pay 3 and sacrifice Pernicious Deed.
Okay.
So blow up your rats and your Megrim.
And the Man of War.
And the Man of War.
Yeah. Oh, is it enchantments too? Damn,
It
that's
is,
good.
you know.
Shucks, it's
Yeah.
real good.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll brainstorm.
I was hoping you would get greedy and activate the Conclave, but I'm like,
No.
whatever. I was ambitious.
Yeah, I'll brainstorm again.
Alright.
1, 2, 3. Oh wow, never punished. Okay.
Never
Do
punished,
that,
it says.
do that.
Drawing the other Megrim.
1, 2, 3. Megrim.
Yeah, there it is.
Pass turn to you.
You know what? I'm happy to have 1 Megrim and not 2 to deal with. So.
That's very fair.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Okay, I'll throw down another planes. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 to cast my Enchantress.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go 1, 2 and cast Angelic Renewal.
Mm-hmm.
And
Get
draw
your
a card.
card.
And I'll pass you.
All right, on your end step, I will
Step, we're on summoning.
unsummon.
Yep. Yeah, go.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Yikes.
Predictable.
I will.
You know, it's becoming modern when plays are predictable.
Oh yeah, I'll play a swamp, and then I guess I'll activate the fairy, and then for combat I'll take the 2.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Okay.
Is he legendary? Is the fairy legendary?
Unfortunately for you, no. Fast turn. Man,
Alright.
Krakus is actually pretty bad. I got a lot of Greels in this deck.
Yeah, I knew you had a lot of Greels.
Yeah.
You opened. I remember you opened a bunch of Greels. So I'm like, yeah, Krakus actually.
The whole reason I played him the first time was because my self-imposed rule is if I open 4 legendary creatures, I have to play them.
Wait, 4? I thought you said, did you open 4
Yeah,
Greels?
I opened 4 Greels at once.
Holy shit. Alright, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh, that's pretty good.
So you can chip away off the fairy, I guess.
Yeah, I have to deal with the fairy. Yeah, I mean, whatever, make you have it. 1, 2, 3, throw down the Enchantress.
Cool.
And then we'll go... I guess that is true. I could use that. I don't think we're at that point yet. I'm just gonna pay 2 and throw down another Angelic Renewal.
Okay.
And draw another card.
It's
That's pretty good, actually. That was probably the best draw in my deck.
Damn, that's not good to hear.
I'll pass to you.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1, play an island, and then I will pass.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not attacking me. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could have attacked. Oh well.
Yeah, you can attack. I don't mind.
You sure?
I assumed it was. Yeah, I assumed you would.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I was
It's fine.
thinking.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah, yeah.
go with
You
it,
just
too.
rushed ahead. You
Yeah.
rushed recklessly. That's okay, yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. So
Yeah. Pass turn to you. Thank you, sir.
it's all right. At the end of your turn, I'm going to cast Enlightened Tutor.
Good.
It was the card I drew. So I'm going to go for an artifact or enchantment, reveal it, and put it on top of my library.
Sick. This is not gonna suck for me at all.
Nope. I don't have any artifacts, so I guess I'm going to just go for an enchantment. That's
God, I regret my sideboard so much now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Curious to know what it is.
This game's just playing out so much differently. I thought we would probably run it back, but it's quite a different game.
I'm going to grab a Spirit Link.
Ooh,
I'll
it's a
throw
good
that on
card.
top. Yeah. So untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Could have drawn literally anything. Here's
I like the art on Spirit Link.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm gonna throw Spirit Link down on the Enchantress.
In response, I will bounce the Enchantress.
Okay, so I get the draw.
Yeah.
But
The link goes bye-bye.
Link goes bye bye. Okay, in that case, I think I'm gonna play a bit more aggro here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna cast Spirit Monger.
Ooh.
Spirit. I think you. I thought I had more copies of this, but then I think it was actually you that had a bunch of copies of this.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah,
That's a problem.
It's a 6/6. When it deals damage to a creature, put a +1 counter on him.
Mm-hmm.
Pay a black to regenerate him, or pay a green to make him a color of your choice.
It's a good card.
It's pretty nifty. And with that, I will pass to you.
All right, let's see if we can get some juice here. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. It's not bad.
Target player discards their hand. I die.
I wish. I'll play accumulated knowledge, draw 2.
Okay, yeah. You are accumulating knowledge.
You fucking kidding me?
What
God.
did you get?
Uh,
More accumulated knowledges.
I wish. That would have been so much better. This is gonna suck. This might be the beginning of the end.
Oh, no.
Goddamn Krakus, man.
Krakus. It's the reason it's Bandit Commander. You have Caracas too, though, I think. I think you also
I do have Caracas, yeah. But specifically against this deck, because Greel is so fucking important to the end game. He's kind of the big bomb daddy. I mean, there's that. And what? Caracas is bounce to hand?
Which is really funny if you have your other card out. You have to discard.
God, I'm gonna get donked. Okay, I'll pass turn.
You don't want to come at me with a fairy?
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot. Can I do that? Sorry,
Yeah,
it's been a long time.
It's hard to remember because it's a land.
Yeah. Well, I used to be so good with the Mishras and stuff. I mean, it'll just take some time to get back into it.
That's true, that's fair. All right, cool, is that it then?
Yeah.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw.
Ruin my day. Hopefully you don't have a nice spirit
look
land
at all the
curses.
cards in my hand. Look at all the cards in my hand.
No. If only I had a card that could deal with that.
Yeah, that's right. I'll play Lalanor,
Says the discard deck who has not discarded any of your cards.
You maybe discard one?
Yeah, with the
you maybe discard one.
It means there should be some on the horizon, right? Got a lot of
Theory.
card draw though. 3 brainstorms, 2 accumulated knowledges. It's not bad.
I swear, I know for a fact you have that other card that's like pay a black and X and make me discard X. That would also be pretty brutal.
That'd be sick. Big fan.
Big fan, big fan. Okay, let's go a little greed. Let's do a little greed. I'll take a damage actually from the waste to get a green mana.
Okay.
And go 3 mana, and we'll go with Verdant Enchantress. And then I'm gonna pay 1, 2. Oh, actually, 1, 2, 3. So I think if you play Greel, I think if you play Greel, you won't have time to activate him before I can untap Caracas. I could be wrong about that. We'll see. But I'm gonna do that to keep the regenerate mana open for Spirit Monger.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Ancestral Mask, targeting Spirit Monger.
Oh god.
So enchant creatures +2/+2 for each other enchantment in play. I haven't been able to play this in this deck yet, but it's been lurking.
God.
And man, I wish I had more than 1 copy. I'll let you know, I only have 1 copy of Ancestral Mask.
God,
but
this
with the new wheels,
it's true. The juice. So he's a 12/12 now.
Yeah, so he's getting for each other. So 2, 4,
each
6.
other.
Yeah, so he's 12.
10/10.
He's 12. Yeah.
So it's each other, right? So it's not. It's only 2 enchantments.
No, because you have a Megrim, my friend.
Oh shit! Counts mine. Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here,
I don't think I'm gonna survive this game.
Toughness.
Gosh, that Caracas, man.
And we'll go to combat. Hit you for 12. Oh, I forgot to draw. Sorry, I forgot to draw off the ancestral.
Yeah.
Come on and slam. You want to?
He doesn't have trample though, so I can.
He doesn't have trample.
Yeah. You baited me into attacking with my conclave.
Hey, no, I said, do you want to attack with your fairies? I didn't say that. I'll pass.
Yeah, you don't know how badly Caracas saved you from losing this game. You draw main 1. Oh. God damn.
The sweet sucker of victory is on the taste of my tongue.
Well, play Tainted Isle for shits and giggles.
You cast Grill the Mindbreaker.
Grill Mindbreaker.
Okay.
Only you weren't a legend, my sir. I'll pass turn.
Oh, if only you didn't have Summoning Sickness.
Yeah.
Alright.
Really, Grill with Power Creep should just be Anointed Haste. You don't have to. Here, I promise I'll block with him.
I know you're gonna block with Fairy Conclave. So.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't think we've ever had a Caracas bounce in
no, we
Progression
haven't.
series, have we?
No.
Yeah, I think we got it. I think we got it. Bye.
God damn.
Then I think I'm gonna do the Spirit Link.
Oh no, this'll put it out of reach. Did you just get that?
I just drew into it. Yeah.
Draw your card.
I drew my card. Let's go. I mean, let's just force it. Go combat attack for 12.
Yeah.
Or 12. Sorry, attack for 14. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah.
Gain your 14 life.
Thank you very much.
I mean, I can still bounce him, I guess. Just makes
Still bounce him.
My life is
I don't
so
have other
hard now,
ones.
though.
And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Cast another Verdant Enchantress.
Oh god, I think that'll do it.
Past you.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I mean, at least you'll have fun, I guess. Play a Mistress Factory.
Hey, the classic.
And for shits, I'll play Grill.
Okay, sure. Yeah, fair.
I'll play it like this for reasons. Fast turn.
Okay. For reasons. Nothing in particular.
Yeah.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Throw down a Core Haven.
Damn.
Let's go 1, 2, and cast Sterling Grove.
Mhm.
So one of as well in my deck, but
Oh,
all
wow.
other enchantments I control gain Shroud, and then I can pay 1 and sacrifice it to tutor for any enchantment card and put it on top. It's actually really good. I wish I had more copies.
Damn, yeah.
There was a time and place in the Legacy Progression series where I could have taken more copies of Sterling Grove, and I didn't, and I got flamed in the comments.
I mean, it's a good card.
It is a very
And
good card.
hey, with
but
the
I
new
will-
system, you can get more of them now. So
It's true. It is true.
it's an uncommon.
So that's gonna make my guy 16. And I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Oh my god. Okay, well that's the end of the game. Well, unless you have something. But 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna cast Armadillo Cloak, targeting Spirit Monger.
Oh, it's trample. Yeah, that's
Gives
That'll
trample
do it.
and more life and double the life link. So
that'll do it.
I'm gonna gain 36 life on the attack.
Oh god.
Oh wait, sorry, I drew a Rancor too. I may as well attach that to him as
Oh my
well.
god.
I think I'm gaining like 40 life. That's a progression series record, I think.
Yikes, dude! You don't know how bad Krakus saved you. Oh,
Let me see your hand. Let me see. Let me see. Okay,
you
Dark
motherfucker!
Vigil.
I had
It's
Grill
all
4
real.
turns ago, and you fucking played a Krakus as soon as I had Grill. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, that
That's
was
so
my win
funny.
right there.
Yeah, that would have definitely fucked me over.
Because I would have had
What
him,
was
and
your-
then I would have had the cards to do it in the next turn.
Well, what was your next few cards?
Accumulated Knowledge, Warp Devotion, Ravenous Rats, Unsummon.
Okay.
More of the same.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't gonna dig you out.
No.
The accumulated knowledge draw 3 would have been nice.
Yeah. It was the Krakus, like, literally saved you.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I
Let me
fucking
see here.
sided out Mind Twist to get the Dark Rituals in, because I was hoping I could bomb you with a Grill or an Abyssal Spectre.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had 4 Meagrams?
Yeah.
You got 4? Nice. I opened 2, so I think I had 2. That's why I decided not to do the decks. I only had 2. And I only had 2 racks, I think. So, wait, where are your racks?
They're not in there. I was just playing the
didn't-
Grims.
You didn't play rack?
No.
Colin.
Because it's
Well,
4, that's the problem. So I don't have enough discard to ever get you there. So it would have been good in
No,
the first game, but it
No,
would have
no,
been
no,
bad in this
no.
one.
The rack. You're thinking of the other one, dude. The rack is the one where if I have 3 less than
4
if I have less than 4 cards, I
Yeah.
take damage.
for each one less than 4.
Yeah.
But I've never been able to get it to work.
Well, in that
'Cause you
last
just
game, I
have-
was down to 1 card.
Yeah, but like I was gonna lose.
I don't
on one
know.
anyways.
Oh, did you side them out? Like, did you have?
No,
them
I
in
didn't
the
have
deck?
them in the deck.
Oh,
I
really?
thought about it.
I would consider trying to play. I obviously yes. In this case, me drawing all the cards with the sorceress and stuff.
Yeah.
But I like modern plays like rack decks. Like.
Okay.
I think it is worth exploring. And now that it's in your deck box, and if it's gonna come back, I would definitely recommend trying it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Soul Link and like you're getting some really good draws, really good 1-0s. I'm surprised you got the
Yeah.
Savannah both games, like first land.
Well, the crazy thing that the reason I played this deck, the reason it came to mind when I was building was because I opened the Spirit Link, so that gave me 4 copies of it. So I have 4 Spirit Links,
Damn.
and then I also opened another Verduran Enchantress. So now I have 3 Verduran Enchantresses.
Dude, this deck's gonna be so mean, especially with the Victor reels now. You
Yeah,
can just kind of shore it
yeah,
up.
which we won't spoil for the audience, but
yeah.
but yeah, there's some ways that our decks could get a little more
potent.
streamlined. Yeah, good games, good
you
games.
got the best of me, so your prediction was right.
To be honest, I think you're right. The Caracas, it was very much this one card.
I almost
clutched it for
guarantee
me.
I would have won if that Caracas didn't hit. Because
I think you would have.
If you didn't have another answer for Grill, it would have killed you. Because you were down to
Yeah.
like 8 life, and you had like 6 cards in your hand or something.
Yeah. Grill would have finished me off
Yeah,
for sure.
I would have had the 2 cards on my after you got rid of Summoning Sickness. So
Yeah, the Caracas came in clutch. But the interesting thing now is that I have it in the deck.
it's true.
So you can kind of you could sideboard the Greels out now if I'm playing that deck. And
Totally.
So there's some
Have some
interesting
options.
that developing.
Yeah.
Next episode, Colin, we're going to the Plane of Maraudon,
Yeah.
which is exciting.
Big.
Following Karn.
Big.
Yeah, following Karn, going to his creation, and
This is
and
uncharted
seeing what's
territory
going
for
on.
me too, so I'm curious to see.
It's gonna be Artifact City, man.
I know,
Artifact
and
City.
it's something I never play. I'm scared.
Yeah. Well, I think there is actually quite a bit of discard synergy though in that in Maraudon as well, because I think the Necros, I don't remember, the black artifact aligned faction in Maraudon is discard themed, so I think you'll actually find more cards for your deck.
Sweet.
Yeah, exciting. I don't think that was my one risk doing this. We're going into a 3-block artifact set.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a lot of enchantment support.
Right.
So it's actually.
I don't know. I honestly feel like this is one of your strongest decks. Like easily last season, like even when we were doing the tiebreaker, this is the deck I was the scaredest of, I think, because there's just a point where if I can't deal with something, it just cascades like crazy.
Yeah, it does definitely. It can snowball. It's exciting. Yeah. Maraudon time.
Yeah.
And also spinning some fresh new wheels for a fresh new series.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And if you're new to this series, thank you for joining us. We hope you had fun. Stick around. You won't believe what we will come up with next. The shenanigans will be legendary.
Hopefully not, so Caracas doesn't bounce it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. That's right. But we here at Filthy Casuals, opening up Modern Progression, a brand new series, are continuing to untap, unkeep, undraw, and be terribly inefficient. Colin, I feel it would be remiss unless we continued the tradition of tipping our cards sideways, and we very much hope you'll continue to tip alongside us. And here's a tip. If you're gonna stack your deck with legendary spells, be careful if you're fighting a white deck with no command or band restrictions.
Also, another tip is Crowsand Cloudscraper doesn't actually have reach.
It doesn't have reach. And also, you can turn your fairy conclaves into a creature.
Yes.
That's another good tip.
God, that was embarrassing.
We're Filthy Casuals. We're taking it step by step. But thanks everybody for watching. Again, if you like the video, we would love it if you would consider joining us on Patreon. We have our Discord channel. We'd love to hear about your opinions on each episode and our decks, especially as they evolve. But thank you for joining us across this trip through the multiverse. Today, we are still packing our bags in Dominaria, but tomorrow, Maraudon awaits. My name's Kurin.
My name's Colin.
And we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye! Some things never change.
I had to burp so bad.
Something.